Good morning, everybody. I'm here for Jesse Green Live in between. Normally it's just me talking, but I've got a special guest tonight, Kim Marie.
Hi.
If you're in the movie business in the Frederick, DC, Baltimore area, you know who this is.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, Jesse. I really appreciate it.
No
This is
problem.
great.
We were here at El Forno's for kind of a business meeting, I'd
Yeah.
say. And I needed to shoot a podcast for Wednesday morning, 5:36. Jesse Green Live in between.
Nice. So this girl will do.
And I said, hey, you want to do an interview? She said, yeah.
Absolutely. Always here to help.
So Kim, tell me
Shameless
about...
self-promotion.
That's how we
That's
all
the name
got
of the
to where
game,
we're
right?
at.
Exactly. So we're not shy. We're definitely not shy.
I use that all the time.
No
Tell people
problem.
how I got to where I'm at. She's about to take my ice cream. That's it.
Can you leave our food, please? Yeah, she's okay. We're also eating.
Yeah, I want to keep my iced tea. No, you can take everything. My iced tea.
We're taking the plates.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to clear it out.
Sorry about
Don't
that.
take his tea. He's very
Yeah,
possessive about his iced tea. Unsweetened, by the way.
Yeah, it's.
Gotta be unsweetened.
I think JP said it was the last iced tea that they wanted has here.
And
so
JP
I
is
want it to go.
a very, very big supporter of the DMV Film and Arts.
Oh, he is.
Here,
He
yeah.
is,
Oh my
and
gosh, she's
He
wonderful.
is. Yeah, great, super guy.
So we're going to be having, after Jordan Miller's The Only Ones screening next week at
And that's
Warehouse
December
Cinema.
12th?
That is Thursday the 12th, Warehouse Cinema. That'll be screening The Only Ones. And afterwards will be the after party here at El Forno Vanish Hall, where there'll be some special drink specials and cocktail and food
Yeah.
specials.
Some drinks?
Some drinks, like
I
the
saw-
bloody
I saw-
drinks. I
I
don't
saw
know if they're
some-
the
I
only
saw a
ones.
bloody drink
Yeah,
tonight.
it's not real blood. We're not
Yeah,
like
it's not real. No,
we're not
well-
doing the Diddy thing here.
Every
It's a JP.
every 20th glass will be real blunt. You know, okay. Hey, we can erase that.
That's
erase
a different
that, erase
movie.
That, Russell.
That's a different one of
Erase
Jordan's
that.
movies.
Yeah. So, what else do you have going on?
So going along that same vein is JP and I and other people in the industry have, I don't know if anyone came to the networking event that was right before the Purgatory screening in last February. JP opened up Vanish here to all of us in the industry. It was a wonderful networking night. And
was.
I keep talking to people and they're like, oh, I wish we had that. I wish they had that. So JP and I were like, JP, this would be awesome to do. Is this something you're interested in? He's like, I've wanted to do this. I'm just have my plate full. So we met and we decided that we were going to start industry night for actors and cinematographer, everybody in the industry, front, back, friends of the industry. The second Thursday of every month, starting in January. It'll be from 6 to 9. It'll be loosely, have a loose program, but it's going to be a networking fun night, right? We're going to have fun with it. We're going to give out information. We're also, our goal is to have a database that we can start to utilize that's made up by all of us, right? Our skills, our contacts that we have, places for scouting, for different locations for filming, who's in sound, who's available for lights, what areas, what special equipment do you have, are you a drone operator, are you a horror, age range. And so our goal is to have that all in a database that we can all access, so it'll be easier when, going to film something. We usually, have in our own head what we've used in the past, but moving forward sometimes it's like, who do I know that's got a...
And use people you know.
And keep it in the family, yes.
Yeah,
keep it in our family.
Because we know, working on movies, you learn real quickly who is good and who isn't.
Yes.
And you can
exactly.
weed them
you can
out.
yes, you
You
can
can weed them
absolutely do that. And if you're in this DMV group, it's just a really amazing talent, but just good people too, right?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like everyone is helpful and is not out for their own personal
No,
gain. I mean,
no.
we do shameless self-promotion. I mean, we all do that, right? Like, that's just fun. And we do it, yeah, exactly. Jesse, he's the man. Kim Marie
the best,
Starks.
the best.
That's right.
The best.
Cameraman, the best. So we...
The money you were going to pay me for doing that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm sorry.
I can't take you anywhere.
I
I can't take him out
hey,
anywhere.
I forgot we were on
I
camera.
know, right?
I forgot we were on camera. I think we can edit that part out.
No, we're good. So there's just so many people who really like to make this industry. It's already thriving, but let's continue to keep it thriving, right? Let's get better. Let's get bigger. Let's pool our resources so we can have an easier time putting out the, spending more time creating and less time doing the paperwork and looking for people and going through backstage and reading through a gazillion auditions, right? Like, boom, all right, who can we start with first? And if that doesn't work, then we can go to those other avenues, right? But pull from our group first. And it's not exclusive, right? It's not going to be an exclusive group. Anybody, and they don't even have to come to the networking event if they want to. I'm hoping to have a Facebook page up, and I am not techie, so if anybody out there is willing to help, I'm starting a list, and I got some great feedback last week when we did this promo video here of people that were interested in helping. I'm definitely going to be calling on you. It's just been a crazy week. Associate producer of Boomtown in Frederick, which is coming up. We're going to be filming that this weekend about Frederick coming through great flood and the town of Frederick possibly not moving forward, and how the townspeople came together and really made it a booming town. So it's going to be a 2-part docuseries. Liz Sawyer McLaughlin and Big Picture Media, Marlon McLaughlin. It's really well done, and been busy with that. So trying to get all these things together, and we will by our first meeting, and then moving forward, definitely coveting people's help to step up. It's not a one person; it's for all of us, right?
Cool.
Many hands make light work.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I wonder if all small areas like this, like the Hagerstown, Frederick area, I know we're close to DC and Baltimore, so we have a lot of people from there, actors and people. But I wonder if other small areas of the country are as active as what we are in filming. There's a lot of films that get made here.
I would say, I would venture to say no, but not living in those areas, no. But you're right. I mean, we do. We have such an amazing indie film.
Yeah, we got so many actors, and
Yeah, we're really lucky for being outside. I think we're far enough away from New York City and Philly. Yet we're close enough if you want to go in and do something, an audition. You can still
or
do
Pittsburgh,
or Atlanta even, right?
Atlanta,
but in Tennessee, Carolinas, I think it's a really good central location. We're near 3 major airports, right? We've got DC, we've got IAT, Dulles, we've got BWI in Baltimore. So we've got a really good hotspot of transportation.
Some other part of the country, you need to get them here.
Absolutely.
I know when we did Anna Key, the star opposite of me in that movie was living in Chicago.
Oh, okay. So
it was easy to get
direct
here,
flight, baby.
Back and forth. A little bit tougher now because he's in LA.
Okay, we still get our direct flight.
Oh yeah, you can get just cost a little.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But
But yeah, you can get people from all over the country because of those airports.
Yes. Yeah, we're trained, accessible. We're also in a great location too as far as weather. We have a lot of sun. We've got mountains, West Virginia. We've got the wild, wonderful West Virginia backdrop. We've got the Appalachian Trail. We've got
history here. We've got Civil War history. We've got old buildings. We've got new buildings. We've got whatever you want to involve in your movie. You can find a location.
Baltimore, old, new. DC, old, new. Any spy, any government type thing, we certainly have that covered. We have the Potomac, we have,
Oh yeah, we got so much. We got everything we want. About the only thing we don't have real close is a beach.
Chesapeake Beach, is that really a beach?
Well, you can go there. Yeah, there's one.
Right before the bridge. Right?
Yeah, right before the bridge. Take the last exit. Yeah, so that's not
about an hour and a half, right? Yeah. Then we have Lake Linganore. So if you folks that are local to Frederick, Maryland, you know Lake Linganore is a little teeny stretch of beach, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
So it gets a little crowded.
Deep Creek Lake.
I've never been there.
Never been there?
I haven't. I've heard it's awesome.
Oh,
I've never been.
Yeah,
we got skiing. Right?
Yeah, skiing. Well, we got skiing right up here in Ski Liberty.
Right. So we've got all sorts
of stuff. Well, we got skiing
close.
right on the other side of Hagerstown. The Clear Spring.
Okay. Oh, right. Seven Springs.
Is that what it is?
Seven Springs Resort or
doesn't
something.
sound right.
I don't know. There's Round Top Wisp.
I think it's Round Top.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I'm not a skier, so I don't.
The kids like to snowboard.
I don't know. I would like to ski, but you got to do it when it's cold outside.
I know, that's a problem. I'm a cold adverse.
If you can figure out a way to ski in the middle of summer when it's 70 degrees out.
Water ski.
Yeah.
That's more my style. Behind a boat.
I'm getting too old to do any of that crazy stuff. I did all that crazy stuff.
Come on, you got that wrestling. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Wrestling stuff is crazy. Yeah.
You have to be a little crazy to be interesting. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but okay, so we got that coming up starting in January,
second Thursday.
Second Thursday.
Of January, and every month thereafter, the second Thursday of each month.
There we go.
It'll be located here from 6 to 8. I'll start posting it on the pages and blasting it out in our friend circles and the DMV, and feel free to share. This is Vanish. This is the Vanish room inside of Il Forno Pizzeria on Route 40 in Frederick, Maryland.
In Frederick, not to be confused with Vanish Hall.
In Boonesboro, which is a huge, that's a great space.
I just did 2 weeks ago. I was part of the one of the first wrestling shows.
I wanted to get up there. I was out of town on a project.
It was such a cool venue. Because you walk. We normally walk out. High school gym.
Yeah, right.
Something like that, where you walk out and it's flat. You walk out there and there's people just up there in the like in the bleachers,
and
like a Coliseum.
Right there.
Yeah, they were just right up. We were talking about that. I wonder if they could flood that area to have
the gladiator type fighting.
Gladiator types on boats there. I wonder if they can flood that area.
It's all nice wood though. That's all that that whole thing used to be the where they would sell the cattle back in the day. That barn was where they would march the cattle in and sell it. So they have a lot of the original floors and stuff, right?
The floor that's there now, there's actually, it probably drops down another 8 feet. And that's where the cattle came from, all the way down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it used to be you go out by way of the stage or under the other way. They went out into this big labyrinth where you walked on
like the platform planks?
Platforms, walking around, looking at the cattle down below.
Oh, so you could pick out,
so you could pick out, know what was coming up, know what you wanted to bid on. But they'd bring them out and parade them around in that area, and you'd bid on them. And
that's pretty cool.
I went there more. They used to have just regular auctions, household item auctions, and I'd go there with my parents on Saturday night. And I was young at the time. They just let us run through the labyrinths and all that.
Oh, cool.
And I hadn't been back there.
So
I hadn't been back there in probably, I know at least 50 years, maybe 60 years.
Wow.
When I went into, I did a podcast with JP from Vanish Hall.
Nice.
Wrestling show a couple weeks ago.
Right, I saw that. And did you get a chance to eat at their new steakhouse there? Was it Chopped?
Yeah.
Branded or Chopped?
I've eaten there.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
In fact, JP owes me a meal. I was going to ask him about it.
JP, you owe him a meal.
And I think I can get that $50 steak.
Yeah. So I've heard excellent things about that restaurant. So Frederick people and not Frederick people, if you haven't eaten out there, go ahead and do that.
That's right.
It's a really nice atmosphere. I saw it when I went up to a show there. It was really.
It's a nice restaurant.
It's got a nice feel to it. You walk in, it's got a nice ambiance, a nice feel.
But if you're in Frederick and you want the best pizza in Frederick.
And wings.
And wings, Il Forno, right here. We're sitting right next door is the restaurant. This is more of the meeting hall area, bar area, function.
And JP offers this also up to others in the industry. So if you ever have an event or want to do some sort of screening or holiday party or something, I'm just going to do a shameless plug for JP because he's so generous to us that please contact him and use his space because he's got a beautiful space here that's very accommodating, very family friendly, and he's super accommodating and would love to. The food's great, the beverages are cold, and I don't drink alcohol, but the soda machine is awesome.
Yeah, soda machine.
The soda machine rocks. I just did like 3 different flavors. I still mix like a little kid, like the orange, the root beer, and the Coke, and the Sprite.
I haven't done that since I was a little kid.
It's the best.
It is.
It is so good. And people are like, what are you doing? I'm like,
used to take in.
I'm mixing.
Yeah, used to get some of each one.
Right? It was like a big treat.
And then when you go back again, you couldn't remember what portions, but
it didn't matter. Yeah, you're like, do they taste? I need some more orange. This needs more.
I'm going to do that before I go. I'm going to take one.
It's a little pleasures. It's the little things in life, right? It's not like.
You remember what they're called, those, right?
No.
Suicides.
Those were suicides?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I haven't done that.
I just did a little mixy, yeah.
I'm going to do that before I go.
I did that, so.
I'm drinking
so He's a big
suicide on the
supporter,
road.
so yeah,
Yeah, he is.
come out and use his space, and hopefully we'll be doing more premieres here. Premiering if you have work, movies, shorts. You know, we'll start showing them here, and that's another thing that we'll be doing on that industry cinema networking night is highlighting different
It sounds
people's
like fun. I'm looking
showcases.
forward to that. The
Yeah,
last
it's
one
gonna be
we
a lot of
had
fun.
here, while we're mentioning it, I meant to say something before. And this goes out to Ken Arnold. Ken, I hope you're doing good.
We love you.
Hope you're doing good.
You and your family are so blessed.
I tried to contact him
Yeah, you probably had a lot
a
of
little bit
people.
ago, and well, before he even knew what was going on. And his answers back to me were a little vague, and I'm like, okay, you know. But now I know why, Ken. Man, we're hoping the best. That was shocking news to hear, and I'm hoping to see you here at the function
Yeah.
third Thursday,
Second Thursday.
second Thursday.
I got you. I'll keep you straight.
I'll be here on the third Thursday too.
You can come the second and the third.
Second and
He'll be here.
third. Yeah,
JP will be here.
Yeah, won't be
The
anybody
restaurant will
here.
be open.
Won't be anybody here on the
You'll make
third,
your own
but
fun.
the
We've got games on.
second Thursday, if you're up to it, Ken, I'd love to see you, man.
Yeah.
I took acting. I saw him for the first time when I worked on Terrace Lanes,
Okay.
and I was impressed with him. Then when I found out he taught acting classes,
Yes.
I drove down to Annapolis to take his
Oh,
acting
one of the
classes.
workshops. Yes,
Yeah.
that looks fun. I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet, but
he's
he's
a super trainer, so
Yeah.
we need you back real
Yes.
quick, Ken. Don't come back too soon, man.
right.
Just
Take it easy. Take care of yourself.
No
but-
venturing out on your boat. No fishing in the
Oh,
Chesapeake.
That's healing.
You know? Well, I don't know.
That's
I
healing.
don't know. He should be doing it this quick, but you'll take care of yourself, Ken. But wanted to give a shout out to you.
Yeah,
We miss
yeah.
you, buddy.
Yeah.
Miss
Very,
you.
very thankful that I'm sure your family is.
Glad you
too.
made it.
Yeah.
Glad you made it through.
Gosh.
Glad you made
And
it
always
through.
the jokester, right? I'm reading that, and I'm just like, I can totally see that happening. Like, I would be
Well, and if something,
like, what are you gonna do?
you know, and I understand because it was a month and a half time period from when it happened till he finally put it on Facebook.
It's
and,
got to be a lot to process, right?
yeah,
Lots to
I
digest.
would be that way too. I'd
Right.
want to keep, if something happened to me like that, I'd want to keep
Sure.
it secret initially, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a lot had to have been really difficult. For
Well,
family
because
and-
with,
right, just
you
the
know,
whole
yeah, with a heart attack
psychological.
or a stroke,
right. You're
you don't know what
And
the
you-
end result's going to be.
Well, you know what?
You like to think.
we don't know what the end result's going to be tomorrow for
No, we
healthy,
don't. We
right?
don't.
You
We
know,
don't.
So
We
you
don't
gotta,
know because it'll sneak up on you quick as shit.
Yeah, you just don't know.
No, you don't know.
So live each day the best day that you can, right?
That's right.
Get the most out of each day that we have, because tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Good advice there. And about the only announcement that I have is World War II Operation Phoenix is available now on streaming services and for purchase
Oh,
and
very
stuff.
cool. I saw that.
Russell had a role in it, and
See that,
I had a
Russell?
small role in it. But when I went to see it,
There are no small roles.
yeah, I had a small role in it.
A roll. You had a roll.
I had a role in it.
Who ended up with a full face in the
I had a
screen?
full face on the screen, you know. I was
Nice.
just part of an escape scene, and you
Oh,
could pick
cool.
me out because my head was damaged. So I knew which one of the
you're
group
like,
I
"That's
was.
me."
That's me, you know. But
That's
we're
very
running,
cool.
running to make the escape, and then next thing I know, full face.
Like,
on
hi, I know that guy.
I know.
Isn't that surreal when you see yourself? Like, we do these. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't know if you do or
I don't
not.
either.
Right? Isn't that weird? We're like on this side of it, but I don't watch a lot. And I enjoy it. I don't know, maybe I'm too ADD to sit down and watch stuff. I don't
Well,
know.
you know what I think?
Once I do, it's settled. I like it, but
You know what I think happens, Kim? I find myself when I watch movies or TV shows now, I'm sitting there watching more. How did they get that shot? How did they do that lighting for that
okay.
shot?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Look where they put this camera for this shot. So I'm more looking at the technical of it than what I am the story of it or the acting of it.
You're not just enjoying it.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a whole lot different than what 99% of people do.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm looking at it technically, or I'm looking at, that's a bad performance. And, you know, that actor could have done better, you know. But
Yeah.
it's, you know, once you get into it, you're
You're sucked.
pulled
Yeah,
into
that's
it.
so
You're
true.
pulled into
That's
it.
so true.
But going back, that night when I watched that, I told the person who went with me to the movie, I said, when you're starting out and you're an extra in a movie, don't go bragging to your friends that you're in a movie, because you might not make the cut.
Yeah.
I played 2 different characters in that, a Russian prisoner of war camp and a British. That was in the 2 different characters. My one character was cut completely out. But I did get a full face thing. Now be damned if we didn't walk out of that theater, out to the lobby, and there was a friend that has been in quite a few movies. He comes up to me and he goes, "They cut my part. They cut my part."
Landed on the floor of the room.
Yeah. And he's a fairly established actor in this area, but because they cut my part. So, if you're just starting out in this business, don't go bragging until you see the movie.
Right.
I know years ago when I did Sweet Dreams with Ed Harris and Jessica Lange,
Oh, right.
I didn't really tell people I did that movie until I saw it.
Oh, right.
But I did you saw me in the movie, and there was a scene where Ed called me by name. So it was
Nice.
it was cool. But, when you're an extra, when you're a background,
I got chopped out of Wonder Woman 1984, a scene with Chris Wake, just in the Natural History Museum. The other guy, she walks right in front of us. Of course, they get the angle that's going right the other way. Chop, chop. I'm like, yeah, no Wonder Woman 1984 for me.
Oh man.
But we look good in that little museum.
Yeah.
We were the, information desk. Where can I help you?
Where
do you need to go?
During Sweet Dreams, this was 36 years ago, I guess.
40.
40?
But who's counting?
I don't think it's actually 37, 38.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
1985, bro.
Wow.
85.
Wow.
So it's 39 years.
Just about.
Next month it'll be 40.
Well, but right now it's 39 years.
In 11 months.
In 11 months.
In 11 months.
In 11
2
months.
days.
Yeah.
If we're going to get technical.
But that was my first venture into ever doing a movie, and I was kind of a glorified extra. I was a bartender.
Okay.
And there was a scene that Ed Harris and Jessica Lange were dancing on the dance floor. Okay, but I was even smart enough back then to know that if they're dancing here and the camera is set up here, they're not paying them to cut them. So I'm sweeping the floor behind them.
Oh, so you're making sure you're in it. I love it.
I stay right behind them. People laugh at it when they see it. They go, "How many times did you sweep the same spot?"
Over and over and over.
Because I knew they weren't going to cut. They could easily cut me. They weren't going to. They weren't
absolutely.
going to cut them. They were paying them big bucks. So that's my story about that.
That's awesome. So all you people paying extras out there, stay in the shot. How to stay in the shot.
But don't be.
Oops, subvert. Yeah.
But don't be. Yeah, don't be.
Yeah. Don't be like.
Don't be in the background going.
One way to get kicked off so quick.
Oh, that'll get kicked off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But can be. Well, even if you're behind the stars, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get cut.
Yeah, she was. It was a very.
The angle
Very.
good.
Us. That was it.
Damn.
Yeah. But she was sweet. She was funny.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I have any. Do I have anything else I should talk about, Russell?
Santa this weekend. Little Elf's going to be coming up.
Yes. Okay. So everybody,
That's
if you're
right.
in the Frederick area,
Right, now
Frederick.
watch. You just want to say that Santa and an elf is going to be here.
Right. It's going to be a very special Santa and a very special elf coming to Il Forno, J&P, on Sunday.
The 15th.
The 15th.
So a week from Saturday.
11 to 3. Families, kids, dogs, spouses, friends groups, come on down, see Santa, get your picture taken, get your pet picture taken. It's going to be a really fun event, and also JP here is collecting, and I don't know if they'll still be collecting them. I'm looking at holiday to participate, to donate toys, gloves, hats, scarves. If you have anything you want to bring, we'll have a big box here, and we will get that to some families that need it. We know it's a tough time for everybody, but if you have anything, they'll be really appreciated. Gloves for the homeless, hats, kids, whatever. We will take all that and make sure it gets to people that can need it.
And I'm going to be here that day because I'm going to count how many times Santa gets peed on by the dogs.
We're going to give out doggy diapers.
We're gonna go over under.
I think
over
you're
under
hoping.
5.
I think you're hoping.
Over under 5.
I'm gonna go under. I think most of those dogs are pretty raw.
I'm gonna go under 2.
I'm
But
gonna
I
say
hope there's
none.
a- I hope
I'm gonna
there-
say none.
I hope-
Nobody's dog's gonna be on Santa's
I
lap.
hope there's at least one. I hope there's at least one.
We don't want Santa's suit to get yucky. We don't want Santa to have to go back to the North Pole and change because then there'll be kids out there that haven't
Well,
seen
he's
Santa.
got 9 days. He's
Yeah,
got
but all the
way
kids will be
till the
waiting to talk
24th.
to him about their gifts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
He's
we
got
don't
to go to
wanna-
work
we don't
back,
wanna-
back at the mall
Santa,
or whatever.
I know him.
Yeah, I've met him. I'll probably even get a picture with Santa.
Oh, we have to.
I don't do it a whole lot, but
Yeah,
I may get a picture just so. Maybe I'll get a picture as Captain Decapitated, and then show. Oh, I did have one taken a couple of years ago.
That would be
Choking
fun.
Santa.
Wait till the children leave. We're gonna
Yeah, wait
save
till-
that shot till after the kids
until the
leave.
children
Like,
leave.
ah!
But
Children
be
are
here-
horrified. Ah! Yeah. Screaming, "Mommy!"
But be here to see Santa and this cute elf. Will be here.
Who could that be?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. JP didn't tell me. He just said it's going to be a cute elf.
Just an elf.
I don't know.
Santa's sidekick. Santa needs an elf.
I guess we'll find
Like
out.
elf on the shelf.
On the 15th.
On the 15th, from 11 to 3 at Il Forno, Vanish on Route 40 in Frederick.
Anything else
And-
coming up?
We have a lot of things coming up, but I think that's probably all that we can handle right now.
Yeah,
My
that's
brain can
probably it.
handle
That's
what
probably
I can
it.
think about right now.
The
Only
15th.
ones?
Huh?
Only ones?
Oh, only ones?
And the only ones premiere, Jordan's premiere, many others
On the
next
12th?
next
And then
Thursday at
after-
Warehouse Cinemas.
Right? You
And
can
that
walk there from here.
I would drive. It's a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
it's like it's Route
It-
40.
it is.
It's Route
It
40.
is.
You want to
Yeah,
drive.
it is.
But
It's a little further
right
than
down
what I-
the street. Warehouse Cinemas, and then the after party here, where they'll have drink specials and one's special cocktail and a special beer. It looks a little bloody, but it looks.
Yeah, it looks good.
And then he'll
Alright.
have some food, and
Okay.
it'll be a nice networking time, and they can
Yeah.
do some question and answer session here, and meet some of the
And
actors.
come see that movie.
It looks
If
amazing.
you haven't seen it, Russell and I have seen it on, what did they call it? The
Test screen.
Test
Test
screen.
screen.
Oh, I tell you what, I've been involved with a lot of horror movies.
Yes.
And this was, I can easily say, the best written one.
Yes.
And of course, it was
I
shot
can't
by
wait.
Jordan.
Yeah,
So,
Jordan
you know,
is awesome, and Christopher Inlow is in it, and I love him. So he's such a gifted
Well, I
actor.
don't like Christopher that much. You hear that, Chris? I can do it.
Don't worry, Christopher.
I can do without you, Chris. You know
What did you say?
what?
He's so bad.
Chris?
Christopher.
It's Christopher.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Did I
right?
say
Okay.
Chris?
Yes, you did.
Christopher. I have him, Christopher.
Okay, it's
Say
Christopher.
Christopher. Okay. I got it for you.
He knows I'm only kidding. We've been friends for a long time. We were on a defunct TV show a long time ago.
Okay.
So,
A defunky one? Like get down the great funky one?
it got funky at times. But
Funky loose.
but Christopher, you know I love you.
So, and he will be here next week, I would imagine, for his premiere.
I would guess so. Yeah.
Better be.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, he doesn't miss too many. Whether
Unless
he's
he's
in
on
it or
another
not,
project.
he supports. Christopher has shown up for a lot of premieres, whether he's in them or not.
And
I
that's
think
the
that-
great thing in this area,
think
right?
we all
People,
do.
we show up for our friends in the industry, which is awesome to see. Like pack the house and have fun and get to know each other's work.
Yeah, because then the only ones I'm a pinball player
Oh
in
yeah.
the background.
The pinball wizard.
But it was another case where they were setting up the scene, and I knew where the camera was located.
This guy with a camera.
And
He's going to teach a class on
And I
tricks to
picked,
stay on camera.
I picked the pinball machine right behind the actors.
Dummy.
So,
So I did the same thing on House of Cards, and I got FaceTime. I was a lobbyist. I was a poker, in the poker room, and I was the card dealer. And I saw where they were doing the shot, and I was like, "Yep,
yeah, right there.
I got FaceTime." so we all do, like, as you stand around, you're like, "Okay, you're not gonna get the back of my head. You've got me."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna get my 2 seconds of FaceTime here on
Shameless
House of Cards.
self-promotion.
That's right.
That's what it
it's
takes.
part of thinking ahead, right?
That's
Thinking
what it
ahead,
takes.
and so the more you're seeing, the more you're seeing.
That's right. You never know when someone's going to say, hey, look at
Look at that blurry girl back there.
Yeah.
She's dealing some mean cards.
Yeah. We'll put her in another movie
Right.
soon. That's all it takes.
That's right.
That's all it takes.
Keep plugging away. Keep pursuing.
Yep.
Keep plugging away, and don't give up.
Yep. That's it.
As long as you're having fun and enjoying it, right? Like that's.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If it gets to a point where you're not enjoying this,
Yeah.
then get out of the business.
Or you're feeling rejected, because that's like I think a big thing for actors, especially new in the back. Like new, there's you have to understand that it's not you. It's just not what the producer or the casting director had in mind for that particular part. Like you could have killed your audition, but you just weren't what they had in mind. And not taking those things personally, I think, is something you learn early on. And definitely just let it roll. Like don't even think about stuff that you submitted, right? Like it's like, oh my gosh, I just got to like what? Did I submit for that? Which one was that?
Yeah.
I mean, it just has to be like keep your hands wide open, right? Because it's not.
Exactly.
And if you keep working on your craft, taking classes and staying sharp and continue to stay in the industry, right? Work on yourself and your skills, then working on your craft.
It'll either come to you or it won't.
Right.
And if it doesn't, then
try a different
way. And if that doesn't work, try another. And if that doesn't work,
try something else.
become a bartender somewhere.
There you go.
Do something like that.
Right.
But it is so fun. That's why we're here tonight, because it's so
just, like everything about it is just
it's so fun.
It's
so
a lot of
fun.
fun. Cool. Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. This was a nice impromptu, and it was awesome seeing you guys. And I met this guy on what were we even working on? Was that like a Netflix thing down in
Yeah,
DC?
it was
Messiah.
Messiah, yeah.
Messiah. Okay, yeah. So we just totally hit it off, and like had so many things in common, and just had like our bus. Like it was just a lot. It was like a really and that's the thing. With this industry, you meet so many people you wouldn't normally, and then you find all these connections that you have with them that are not that are just life connections, right? Like life hits you and life comes up, and there's stuff there, right? And it's just nice to be able to share it on a deeper level. It's not just so somebody, hi, how are you?
And
My name's Karen.
The cool thing about it is you work on somebody with this project, and you may work on them for a couple weekends, and then maybe a year or so till you see them, but that friendship is always there.
And social media has been great for us, right? For this industry, social media has been wonderful.
It has.
Yeah, so.
As long as you use it right. There's a lot of people out there who nobody needs to know what I had for breakfast.
What if it was really good?
What time I went to sleep last night, whether I'm having a good day or a bad day, I'm going to post positive stuff.
Yes, it's all.
And that's all you need.
Shameless self-promotion.
Shameless self-promotion.
Of our friends and family and
we ought
ourselves.
to see if we can copyright that phrase or something.
Yeah, it probably is.
We could.
That would be a nice name. So here's the other thing. I'm going to throw this out there. Ideas for this networking event. Shameless would be kind of fun.
Shameless self-promotion.
So we were thinking of, it's a networking group. It's informal. It has to do with the cinema, both sides, front and back, and all aspects of the acting and actors and movie making experience, TV, indie, theater. So we're just trying to come up with something that was not
shameless self-network.
It's kind of fun. Shameless self-network. We'll see. So right now we're just going with a
Shameless Cinematic Network.
There we go. And we're gonna coin that voice.
Every
Shameless Cinematic Network.
Every freaking podcast.
Let's
I do,
get ready
that
to
voice,
rumble.
That voice comes out from somewhere. I thought being in Il Forno here, I'd get away from it.
Here it is. It's the man in the box.
Yeah, don't keep pointing at him. He likes that when you go, look over there. That's what he lives for.
Well, thank you again. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And thank everybody for joining in for JesseGreenLIVE in between. I'll see you next Wednesday morning at 5:36 a.m.
Oof. Early.
See ya. Yeah, Bye. It was a hard time getting her up this early this morning, but just after 6 now. We're doing pretty good for that time in the morning.
Perfect.
But see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you. Bye.
See you.